Hello and welcome back to LAAG Thirrin. So today we're working with our Java 101 and we're going to be learning about primitive arrays and ternary operators. Alright, so starting off with our arrays. This is an array right here and it's just created by going in numbers. Basically what you see is what you get. The square brackets imply that you're making an array. And then you put in whatever numbers you want, so you can put in whatever, just like that. You got to separate them using the commas, and the curly braces will import it. It's just erroring because I'm using the same name. So, the thing to note about arrays is that the index, so each item in the array is given an index, so you can find it later. And the indexes start from 0. So 0 here is in index position 0, and this is in index position 1, 2, 3, and so on. But in this array down here, number 1 here is in index 0. So it's a little bit confusing, as if you've done matrices before, they start from 1, 1. But when it comes to arrays in anything but MATLAB, only MATLAB, the coding language, starts its arrays by 1, 2, 3. So any other array you'll find starts from 0. So this number 1 is in position or index 0. So keep in mind that this starts from 0. So technically the size of this array is only 5 indexes, but it's actually 6 positions. So it's a little confusing. This print statement here will show you that. When this prints, it will print 0, and when this prints, it will print 1, though we're using the same index, but 2 different arrays. You can easily get the length of an array just by going your array name dot length, and that will print out 6, which is the amount of things in your array, but not the index range. So if you wanted the index range, you go length minus 1, which is 5, and that will be the index range of your array. Alright, and on to ternaries, as I didn't spend much time on arrays because relatively simple. If there's any questions about that, leave comments. But on to ternaries. Ternaries are this thing right here with the question mark. They're basically very simplified if statements. So I can rewrite this ternary as here we go. Oop. And then we go. We'd make it's not made yet, but response equal to go bigger. Blah, and then else response equals go smaller. So basically we've changed all of this into this one line here. So when we rewrite it, you put what you'd normally put in the if bit, so what you normally put in between these two brackets here, you put here before your question mark, and then you put what you want it to do or what you want it to say or whatever. If it's true, here, and if it's false, here. Now you can only use these in very simple situations. It's recommended that you only use them in very simple circumstances, because it's like if you have a big block of code that you want to put in after your if statements, just use a normal if statement, don't use a ternary. But for simple stuff like this, like where it just says go bigger or it's a string, relatively simple for the computer, all that, use it then. Otherwise, just use a normal if statement. Now we're going to show you how this works. So we're going to run our little program now and check out all the different parts. So we've got 0, which is here. So it's printing out the first index of our numbers array, and then 1 as it's printing out the 0 index of our more numbers array. So as you can see, these two are the same index, but they're different numbers. So keep in mind your indexes start from 0. Can't stress that enough. Index starts from 0. And I'm just showing you exactly that they're both got 6 elements in it. Alright, so they're both 6 elements long, but only 5 indexes long. And now here's our little program. We've got our scanner asking for an input from us, and we're going to put in a guess. We obviously know that the length of the array is 6, but we're going to pretend that we don't know the length of the array is 6 and input 2. Oh no, so we've gone, our guess is 2, it is obviously smaller than the length of the array, so the ternary is gone. Alright, this has come out to be true, so we're going to go bigger. So this go bigger is then input into response, and then response is then printed out. So it wants us to go bigger. We're going to go 9. This has failed, so it's gone, go smaller, it's put go smaller into response, and then response is printed out. And we're just going to finish it up. 6 ends the program, exits the while loop. So while our guess isn't equal to 6, it will keep asking us to guess again. Alright. That's basically your ternaries and your arrays. So that's all for today. Any questions, comments? As usual, I'll put the code for this up on the blog for you to follow along in the next video, or in this video. Yeah, questions, comments, leave them, happy to respond or happy to help. Alright, thanks for watching. Well, please like and subscribe.